like, I mean, you don't have like a major staff title, but I mean, everybody knows you. And I mean, if nobody knows you, they've not been here very long, because you've been around for a long time. You've been here longer than I've been here. So I drugged Tori in today to do coffee talk with me, because you all love Tori. And we've had so much fun watching her grow and develop in her Christian walk, and it's just been amazing. And she's one of our favorite people. So she's with me today. You're my co-host.
Cool.
You may have noticed, let me just say this. You may have noticed that, and yes, I still sound ridiculous. This weather, it's 70s this weekend, and it's supposed to be like cold and snowy again at the end of the week. I don't know. It's wrecking me. But anyway, so I still sound super stopped up. But you may have noticed that Tori has been in the front, down during worship, being able to sit in church. And that is because we have a new person working in sound, and Willie has stepped up to the plate. He's really got some skills and is doing a great job up there. Tori's still here, in case there's a problem, and kind of, what do they call that in a position? And like, they call it, there's a word that they call it in corporations. I can't think what it's called. Anyway, she's here in case we have something we don't know what to do and all that, but she's able to worship and be a part of the service more. And so are you super happy about that?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous to see what I'm doing next. I come to church and I don't know what to do when I get here now, because normally I'm up in the sound running around.
I told her she still has to be here just in case something goes wrong, because she knows more than anybody about stuff. But yeah, do you like being able to be in the service more?
Yeah, I feel like I could actually
participate,
pay attention in service and listen to Sean's word, So I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that I get to go down and worship, because that's my favorite part of service, is worshiping. So
yeah.
It's
been cool. We've been waiting for help for a long, long time, haven't we?
Yes.
We've been talking about it for a long time. There's just nobody that can do it. There's nobody yet. And all of a sudden, Lord and behold, Willie was like, hey, I can do it. We're like, okay. And sure enough, he's been great. He's really trying to like balance the sound. And you may have seen some ups and downs in the last month or so, but he's just really trying to create a good balance and help us sound good. And so he's been doing a good job up there. But you are getting ready to do something once a month. What are you getting ready to do once a month?
Oh, nursery. So I'll be watching the babies.
As a reminder, next week is the first week of April, and we will have full-time nursery workers. So if you have a baby 0 to 3 will have its own nursery. You can drop them off starting next week. We have been working hard towards this, and we are finally ready to do it. So Tori will be helping up there once a month too. And so 0 to 3 is nursery. 4 to kindergarten, 4 years old to kindergarten. So basically your 4-year-olds, your preschools, and your kindergarten all go with Miss Annie in the preschool class. And then 1st through 5th grade goes with Miss Jo. So our kids' church is finally kind of getting where we want it. Everything's going really good in kids' church. Jo will be back up there full-time next week. And so, yeah, we're getting there. It's been exciting to work with kids. I love working with kids. I hated working with kids before I had a kid. Like, I was always like pastor's wife and worship leader, and I had no little kids because we adopted Chelsea when she was 13. So I would always be like, no, I don't do anything but kids. But then when I had a baby, and like when we pastored in Georgia, I loved working with kids. I took a whole year off because I wasn't the worship leader. I just sang. And I just worked at developing the kids' church in a Wednesday night program. So I really now love to work with kids. But there are other things that I need to do, and I'm ready to pass that back on. I'll still be helping Jo and helping keep the department like running smoothly and kind of helping with things that I can help with, but I won't have to do as much work as I've been doing. If you've noticed, after I sing, I run off the stage because I go upstairs and help in kids' church and are doing some things. And I still will be doing that for a little bit. But anyway, we got lots of stuff going on. April is super, 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 super busy. Have you seen the calendar?
Yes, I have. And there's a lot of stuff going on. So. But I'm excited.
a lot of stuff. We already had stuff, and then stuff got added. So, anyway, let's just talk about what's going on. The big thing is Easter. Easter is April 17th, Sunday, April 17th. And for that weekend, we are doing what we're calling the Road to Easter. And on Saturday at Pinehurst Park, right down the street on 4600 West Quincy, I think. It's just down the street from the church on Quincy is Pinehurst Park. We will be having from 12 to 2 an event for all the kiddos in our community. And we'll be presenting the Road to Easter through 7 interactive stations that will tell the story of Easter from the beginning. And we'll have some games and activities and food and stuff from 12 to 2. That's an outreach event. And then on Sunday, we'll be presenting the Road to Easter in a creative presentation during the service. And we will also present those same 7 scenes on Sunday morning through acting, music, video, drama, all kinds of stuff. So we're super excited. I've been working hard on it. We've all been meeting and working on that. You were on the first meeting, so you heard a little bit about it, but we've really been working hard on it. So we're super excited. So it's going to be a big weekend. Big weekend. We need your help. If we haven't come to you yet, we will be coming to you and asking you to do something. Just know that that's going to happen. So that is the 16th and 17th of April, Easter weekend. Big weekend. Let me tell you a couple of things about Easter. So today in the back at the connections table, we're having an Easter egg hunt. Also, if that's not enough, on Easter Sunday you can get your picture with the bunny an hour before service, and after church the kids will be having an Easter egg hunt after service on Sunday. And so instead of saying, hey, every week say bring candy, and you may not get to the store, you may forget about it. What we're asking you to do, and we have all these cute little eggs on a little tree in the back, and there's $5, $10, $15, or $20. And what we're asking you to do is just to grab one of these eggs of whatever you want to give that you would normally spend on candy. And I just dropped that all the way down. And give that to Pastor Des or Bev. I'm not sure if I'm going to have Bev taking that, probably because she's financial. So if you give it to Pastor Des, she'll probably give it to Bev, or you can give it straight to Bev and tell her what it's for, and she will mark it down so we know. We have 36 eggs, and if everyone grabs one of those, and if you want to grab 2, you can grab 2, we'll raise all the money that we need for candy this year. So we're trying to kind of make it easier for you. If you would just give what you normally would give when you go buy candy, we'll take care of all the rest of that. So we're excited about that. Also, we have a whole bunch of these cards that we had made that has information about our Saturday event and our Sunday event. So what we're asking you is to take several of these cards home with you, give them to your family, your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors. If they've got kids, the Saturday event is great. Sunday's great too for kids. They're going to have an Easter egg hunt. Also, if anyone needs Jesus, they need to be here because we're telling the story of Easter and it's going to be powerful. I believe it's going to be powerful. Mm-hmm. And so make sure that you bring your friends and family and anyone you know that needs to be in church. Now, Pastor committed to something. So on the back of this, you need to write your name and tell them to bring the card if you want credit for that, because the adults, whoever brings the most is going to get a prize, and the kids, whoever brings the most to kids church is going to get a prize. So make sure that if you want to be in on that, when you give this away, say, hey, I'm writing my name on the back, bring this to church on Easter because I might get a prize. Okay, so make sure you grab these nonetheless, whether you want to do the prize or not. Grab these today, take some, pass them out, spread the word. Did you know, I've been to a lot of church growth conferences through the years, a lot of church growth conferences and seminars and things like that and training. Do you know the number one way to grow a church is not events, it's not advertising, it will surprise you. The number one way to grow a church is word of mouth. That is the number one reason people come to church, is because somebody they know asks them. So make sure you do your part for the kingdom and ask someone to Easter. All right. Tons of stuff. Easter's big. I'm excited. We're all excited. Yes. Excuse me. I do have coffee today. And it was gone before I got here. Because it was so good. Y'all know me and my Dutch brothers. So then Pastor added something new. April 3rd through April 9th. That is a Sunday night through a Saturday night. He is having Sozo Prayer Encounter. It's a prayer and fasting revival kind of thing. It's gonna, from what I have heard Pastor talk about it's gonna be like some worship and concentrated prayer each night. So if you want more information about that, ask Pastor. Otherwise, we come as much as you can throughout the week. It's going to be, we're going to treat it kind of like a revival, but it's actually just prayer and worship. So super excited about that. And on the 3rd, which is that Sunday, our missionaries will be here, Fred and Melanie Nichols. You remember they've been here the last 2 years. This will be their 3rd year coming, and they'll be with us in service on April 3rd for Missions Sunday. Oh my goodness, there's so much.
Yes.
And, okay, I also have had several women come midstream in our Captivating class. How do you like Captivating? Have you found it to be helpful?
I find it to be helpful. You know, some of it's hard to go through, learning about healing and stuff, but it's hard, but it's a good book.
And it's been helpful. It's been beneficial.
It's been really helpful.
We have a good group of ladies that are on our Zoom each Tuesday night, and we're actually only have 4 weeks left of this book. It's been a great study. I actually was super apprehensive when we started. I was like, I didn't really want to do it, but it has been good. It has been really, really good and really, really helpful. So I've had several ladies that were interested, girls and ladies that were interested, that maybe didn't get to come to the class at all or very much, or came midstream after we had kind of done some of the more important chapters. So here's what I'm doing. Starting this week on Wednesday night, I'm doing a 6-week class. Okay, we have a book that's 6 weeks. It's actually a study guide, and it's built for a 6-week class from this book. And so we don't read every single chapter. And so if you did not get in on this class and you wanted to, or you want to, there's still an opportunity. Starting this Wednesday for 6 weeks, and I'll send you the information. If you'll just let me know, I'll send you the actual like dates and everything that we're doing it. And we're going to do a Wednesday night class. It's still going to be Zoom, but you can get in on that if you missed it. Right now is the time to do that. Join us Wednesday night. If you only made a couple or you never did get to start, Wednesday night is the night for you. 6 weeks and we're done, and you'll still get all the beneficial stuff that we've been talking about all along. So we have like 4 weeks left, I think, of the Tuesday night. Now, we will not have classes during the 3rd through the 9th, which is not this coming week, but the next week, because of the prayer encounter. So we won't have a Tuesday night class, and the Wednesday night class, I'm actually doing that on Saturday. So let me know if you want the new class, because I'll send you all the information on that. Oh, and then you guys may remember that you guys used to have in the area, I know the first year we were here, I think they had it, and then the last 2 years they haven't because of COVID. In Arvada, Pastor Jimmy hosts a men's resurrection breakfast. He used to do that every year, except for the last couple years. So they're having that again this year. So if you're a man or a boy, a young man, and if you want to be a part of that, let Pastor know. I think he has to give an amount of who's coming from our church. So let him know that you want to go. It is Saturday, April 9th. At 9 a.m. at Pastor Jimmy's in Arvada. If you've been here very long, you're familiar with that breakfast. If you're new in the last couple of years, you're still welcome to go. It's a great time of fellowship for the men, and it's just a breakfast. They have like a speaker, I think usually Pastor David or somebody speaks, and they have a wonderful time. So let Pastor know if you want to go to that and you're a man or a young man. We're almost there. If you haven't had a chance to sign up for the new Engage app, have you signed up for the new giving
I have, yes.
platform? Okay. I have too. I've already made a couple of my tithe payments through it. It's super easy. Mm-hmm. It's very similar to Secure Give in that it directs you to a link, you create an account, and then you just sign in every time and make your donation or your tithe or your giving. So if you still need information about that, you'll see the QR code in the bathroom announcements. You'll see it in the cafe table announcements out here in the foyer. I think there's still little pieces of paper at Connection Central with that QR code. Here's what you have to do. Take your phone, open your camera like you were going to take a picture, hold it over the QR code, and it'll actually it'll highlight it and give you
The link.
a browser link, and you hit that link and it'll take you straight to the browser. And then what you do is you add it to your home screen and it'll always be there. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it pretty easy?
It's pretty easy. So you just add it. Once it's added to your home screen, you can
Add it
just
to your
click
home
on
screen.
it, log in, and
So if you still need help, I think Bev will probably still be back there, or you can find one of us to help you. It's really not hard, but I think we're done with SecureGo. So if you need to give online, that is the way to do it. There is plenty of help and plenty of information everywhere to know how to do that. Speaking of our website, you need to go there for everything. If you need to submit a prayer request, if you want to see the calendars, I'm looking at it right now. The calendars are up. There's a video and information about the road to Easter for Easter weekend. You can give online. The giving link is online as well on our website, the new giving link. Our YouTube is linked to our website, so if you want to check out our YouTube channel. So these coffee talks, if you miss them on Sunday, those are all on YouTube. So there's lots of things you need to check out. It is valleyview-cog.org. So make sure you check that out to stay connected. Wow.
that was a lot of stuff.
There's a lot. There's a lot going on. Today's communion too. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Today is the last Sunday of the month, and we are having communion today, which is always a special time with the church family and giving that appreciation and thanks to what Jesus did for us all those years ago. So everything we're about today is about what he did. And, you know, thinking about Easter, that's why we're doing this at Easter, is because we talk about the crucifixion and the resurrection at Easter, but it started in the garden. And that's what you're going to see this Easter, is the story from the beginning. When Adam and Eve sinned, all of a sudden there needed to be a plan for redemption. And that happened when Jesus sent his son, Jesus, to be born, to do ministry, and to die for our sins. So Easter is about all of that. So communion today will be special. Make sure you engage. Make sure you stand up. You turn everything off. Engage. The more you put in, the more you'll get out. You always hear me say that, but it's so, so true. And we love you guys so much. We wish you were here with us. Maybe you just can't because you're sick or you have a different reason you can't be here. But we'll see you as soon as you get back. But we love you, and we're glad you are here with us today to worship. And that's about it. We're ready to worship.
Yes.